If you want to connect WpRentals with other apps or automate tasks, the API makes it possible, and Postman is the easiest way to get started. In this video, I'll walk you through the official WpRentals API. We'll start with authentication, and then I'll show you how to add a property step by step. First, let's talk about Postman and the WpRentals collection. Postman is a tool that lets you test API calls without writing code, and the WpRentals collection comes with all the routes ready to go. Before you can use it, you need to go into the theme options in WpRentals and enable the API feature. Once that's active, you can plug in your details and start sending requests. And in this demo, to make things more practical, we'll also connect with a third-party service, LiteAPI, to show how external data like reviews can be imported into your WpRentals site. The very first call you'll make is to get an authentication token. You send your username and password, and if everything's correct, the API gives you back a token. That token is like your key. It's required for every protected request that follows. Some endpoints, like listing properties, are unprotected because they only show public data. But others, like adding a property or adding a booking, are protected because they change data in the system. For these, you must include the token in the authorization header, written as bearer token value. Without it, the request won't go through. Once you're authenticated, you can add a property. At the very least, you need to send a title. That's the property name. But you can also include much more: description, price, size, number of rooms, bedrooms, bathrooms, address, zip code, country, and even weekly or monthly pricing. You can set labels, booking type, categories, cities, and amenities. And of course, you can attach images. The API expects a list of images, where each one has a simple ID and a URL. The ID is just a placeholder number you assign to keep the images in order, while the URL is the actual link to the photo. When the request runs, WpRentals creates the property with those images attached right away. When the request succeeds, the API responds with a property ID, and that's the identifier you'll use later, for example, when creating bookings. Creating a booking works the same way. The endpoint is protected, so it also requires the bearer token in the authorization header. The essentials you send are the property ID, the check-in and check-out dates, and the number of guests. On top of that, you can include optional details like splitting guests into adults and children, adding extras, or leaving a comment. When it goes through, the API returns a booking ID as confirmation that the reservation is now live in WpRentals. So the workflow looks like this. Enable the API in theme options, authenticate to get your token, include that bearer token in the authorization header for any protected request, and then start adding properties and bookings. And when you combine this with third-party services like LiteAPI, you can go even further, automating imports, syncing data, and building powerful integrations for your rental business. To demo the Rentals API, I developed a small WordPress plugin is called LiteAPI Review Importer. It's designed to fetch hotel reviews from the LiteAPI Travel API and insert them into a WpRentals site through its REST API. At the top of the code, configuration values are set using define. These include the LiteAPI key, the hotel ID to query, the number of reviews to fetch, and the connection details for the WpRentals target site: URL, username, and password. The WpRentals website is set on my local machine. There are also constants for the property ID the reviews will be attached to, the WordPress user ID that will appear as the review author, a content length limit, and timeout and retry settings for API requests. In the WordPress admin, the plugin adds a new menu item. From there, an import button triggers an AJAX request. That request calls LiteAPI, retrieves the reviews in JSON format, and validates the response. If valid, the reviews are displayed in a table with the date, rating, reviewer name, comment, and language. Each review is then mapped into the format expected by WpRentals. The plugin sanitizes the text, enforces content length limits, and builds the required payload with ratings, title, and content. Reviews are sent to WpRentals using its REST API with retry logic for timeouts or failed connections. If a request fails, the plugin increases the timeout and retries up to the defined maximum. In short, the plugin acts as a bridge. It queries LiteAPI, formats the response, and posts the reviews into WpRentals in a structured and automated way. So, to demo this, just click Start Import. The script will read the reviews, parse them, and insert it into WpRentals' website. Now that the import is done, let's see the reviews. Here is a review with title, content, ratings, and async to a property. The WpRentals REST API gives you programmatic access to most of the platform's core features. You can authenticate with a user account and then create, update, or delete properties, send and manage bookings, handle user accounts, and post reviews. The API also exposes search and filter endpoints for properties, so you can integrate listings into external apps or custom frontends. Because it uses standard REST conventions with JSON payloads, you can connect WpRentals to external services like CRMs, payment systems, or third-party data sources and automate tasks such as syncing availability, importing property details, or pulling analytics. In practice, anything you can manage in the WpRentals admin panel can be scripted and automated through the API.